If you're not lucky enough to be here with us on this beautiful island of Puerto Rico, make sure you do it on the zone. My name is Lupe Contreras. I'll be your host for today's event. And we are kicking off one of the biggest fight weeks here in Puerto Rico in quite some time. If you've never been to an open workout, what we're going to do here this afternoon is we're going to welcome some of the fighters being featured here in Puerto Rico this upcoming Saturday night. From our opening card all the way to the main event, they will be here showcasing their skills. They're going to show you the jab crosses, the uppercuts, the hooks, and exactly how they're going to defeat their opponent this upcoming Saturday night. We got everybody on the card that is going to be part of the show this upcoming Saturday night. We've got the two Boricuas going head-to-head WBO world title. It is going to be Santiago against Bomba Gonzalez. Two Boricuas going head-to-head here in Puerto Rico. You know, neither one of them wants to lose. They will be showcasing their skills here inside of the ring. Also, a young lady who has become a protege for Amanda Serrano. Her name is Rosado. She has fought all over the world, and now she heads back to Puerto Rico to showcase her skills this upcoming Saturday night, as well as we got this one guy. He is going from Hollywood heartthrob to boxing heavy hitter. He is Wanna Walton. He is a social media sensation. You've seen him on some of the biggest shows on HBO in the past few years. And this upcoming Saturday night, he is going to be making his global debut. And also, you see her on the posters. Nina Meinke. She is from Germany. She is the mandatory challenger. She will be facing off against Puerto Rico's own Amanda Serrano, as we mentioned. They are making history for only the second time ever. This upcoming Saturday night, a unified women's world title. They are going 12 3-minute rounds. It is going to be epic. Make sure you witness it in person. If you're here in Puerto Rico and you don't have your tickets quite yet, El Choliseo va a temblar. The Coliseum is going to shake because we're expecting a jam-packed crowd. A few select seats are still available. Make sure you head on over to tiquetera.com or go to the box office at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico to get your tickets. And also joining us here this evening, he is a social media sensation. 26 million Instagram followers, can't be wrong. He is bringing that crowd over to boxing. He is disrupting boxing, making some major changes in the sport. He will be here tonight. The Problem Child, also known now as El Gallo de Dorado, representing his adoptive island of Puerto Rico. Jake Paul will be here as well. And as we mentioned, this upcoming Saturday night, the star of the show is one of the greatest athletes of all time. Regardless of gender, one of the top fighters in the world. She has done everything under the sun in the sport. And this upcoming Saturday night, she will be in the main event. It is Amanda, the real deal Serrano. Again, going 12 3-minute rounds. It is history. Serrano and Meinke will be our main event. Again, if you can't join us here in person, if you're not lucky enough to be here in beautiful Puerto Rico, make sure you join us on the zone. That is DAZN.com. Make sure you sign up. All the action from the opening bell to our main event will be available on that platform, so make sure you are there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will begin our first open workout. This gentleman, he is one of the fan favorites here in Puerto Rico. It'll be his first time fighting on the island in 8 years. He has a record of 27 victories against only 4 losses, with 17 of those victories by way of KO. He is from Barranquitas, Puerto Rico. He is known as El Hijo de la Montaña. Please welcome to the ring, Christopher Pitufo Diaz. As we mentioned to you before, ladies and gentlemen, a boxing match is not just a matter of one evening. It is weeks, months of hard work in the gym, sharpening their skills, miles of running, weeks of sacrificing, culminating in one night. And that night is this upcoming Saturday, March 2nd. El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, MVP Serrano versus Meinke, featuring Jake Paul against Ryan Borland. It is all being sponsored by PR District Authority, Junte Boricua, PR Tourism Company, Ultimate OnlyFans, Home Power, Sun Energy, and Celsius Live Fit Essential Energy. You too can be a part of it. As we mentioned, if you're not lucky enough to be here in Puerto Rico, make sure you join us this upcoming Saturday night from bell to bell. It is live on The Zone. If you don't have a membership quite yet, it's not too late to sign up. DAZN.com, The Zone. If you are a true combat sports fan, The Zone is the place for you. Again, our card will be live from El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Some of the top young talent on the island facing their toughest opposition to date. And in our main event, a historic unified featherweight championship, 12 three-minute rounds, Serrano versus Meinke. And the social media sensation turned boxing disruptor, Jake, the problem child, Paul El Gallo de Dorado, will be facing off against his toughest opposition to date, the rugged, come-forward, all-action fighter, Ryan the Rhino Borland. Get your tickets, tiquetera.com, or at the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Currently in the ring, he is one of our fighters who will be featured on the preliminary bouts this upcoming Saturday night in El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. He is a fan favorite, a three-time world title challenger with an impressive record of 27 victories, only 4 losses, 17 of those victories coming by way of KO. As we mentioned, arduous days inside of the ring. Sacrifice after sacrifice, and it all culminates this upcoming Saturday night. El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, one of the biggest cards to hit the island in quite some time. Make sure you are there. Tiquetera.com. Get your tickets online or at the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, or join us on thezone.com. For those of you who closely follow the sport of boxing, you know that Puerto Rico has been one of the exporters of some of the best fighters in history. They have fought all over the world. A lot of the fighters being showcased this upcoming Saturday night have done just that. They fought in Japan, they fought in the U.S., they fought in South America, they fought all over. And for the first time, MVP Promotions brings them back home to showcase their talents in front of their people. This upcoming Saturday night, we're expecting a full crowd, as we mentioned. El Coliseo va a temblar. The Coliseum is going to shake Saturday night. It's going to be wall-to-wall boxing fans. Make sure you are in the house along with them. Get your tickets at the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, Get them at piquetera.com. Or if you're watching at home, make sure you join us on the zone. It is the start of one of the most exciting weeks in sports. It is Fight Week. We kick off the festivities with today's open workout, as we mentioned, showcasing the talents of some of our fighters being featured this upcoming Saturday night on MVP Serrano versus Meinke, featuring Jake Paul versus Ryan Borland. Still to come, some of the athletes who will be showcasing their skills this upcoming Saturday night. A battle of Boricuas for the WBO world title. Rene Santiago faces off against Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez. They will be here in this ring. One of the top young talents in Puerto Rico. She has fought all over the world. Finally, coming back to the island, Rosado. She has come all the way from Germany to battle Puerto Rico's own, one of the all-time greats, Amanda Serrano. It is Nina Meinke. She is the mandatory challenger coming all the way from Germany. She will be showcasing her talents inside the ring as well. And the social media sensation turned disruptor, the one and only problem child. Now El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul, will be in this ring as well. And as we mentioned, this upcoming Saturday night, they are making history. The first time here in Puerto Rico, and only the second time in the history, a unified world title bout. Two women going 12 3-minute rounds. Amanda, the real deal Serrano, in our main event this upcoming Saturday night at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Currently in the ring, he is our featured preliminary bout. Three-time world challenger from Barranquitas, Puerto Rico. Lovingly known by his fans as El Pitufo, Christopher Diaz. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never witnessed a professional boxing match in person, it is the rawest form of competition. Two individuals going toe-to-toe inside of the ring. There's nothing quite like it. Make sure you join us live this upcoming Saturday night, El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Tiquetera.com. Get your tickets online right now. You can head on over to the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, or you can join us by becoming a member of the Zone. That is DAZN.com. You can catch all the action bell to bell live this upcoming Saturday night, March 2nd. For those of you joining us on our YouTube channels on The Zone as well as MVP, we welcome you here to Distrito T-Mobile in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We're kicking off fight week. It is Serrano versus Meinke. Pitufo, if we could have you come back here for one quick second. You know, Christopher, we mentioned that one of the great things about Puerto Rico is that they have produced so many great champions, so many great fighters, that they tend to export all the fighters to Las Vegas, to Japan, all over the world. One of the negative consequences, as you haven't fought for a long time here on the island, how does it feel to be back and on such a big stage as MVP's show this upcoming Saturday night?
It feels good. I feel pumped. 8 years without fighting in Puerto Rico. Couple of world title fights. Only lost it with the great champions in my division. I think I got a lot to offer, and Saturday night you guys are going to see a great champion.
Now, you've been away for a few months from the ring. What have you worked on, and what is going to be better about you this upcoming Saturday night?
I'm just terminated. Determination, I think, is the key of success. I've been dedicated in this more than 20 years. Just time to show up. Saturday night I'm going to become WBA Continental Champion, and then after that I'm going to work for the world title again.
As we mentioned, this upcoming Saturday night, El Coliseo va a temblar. There's going to be so many people there. Un mensaje para tu gente boricua.
Gracias a toda la gente que me apoyan. Aún en las derrotas siempre me han apoyado. Creo que el sábado no va a ser la excepción. Voy a salir con la mano en alto y voy a representar a Puerto Rico como siempre lo he hecho dignamente.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Barranquitas, Puerto Rico, El Pitufo, Christopher Diaz, once again, he will be on our preliminary card, the feature bout of the evening. Make sure you join us this upcoming Saturday night. If you can't be there in person, make sure you're there because the action will be bell to bell this upcoming Saturday night on the Zone. If you haven't signed up for the Zone quite yet, if you're a combat sports fan, that is absolutely the place to be. DAZN.com is the website address. Make sure you are there. If you can't be here in Puerto Rico, I know you envy us. We're here on this beautiful island. An action-packed card this upcoming Saturday night. As we mentioned, a historic bout on tap for only the second time ever. It'll be a unified world championship bout. 2 women will be going toe-to-toe. 12 3-minute rounds. The pride of Puerto Rico, Amanda, the real deal Serrano, will be facing off against a woman who is coming to us all the way from Germany. She is highly decorated in her own right. Nina Meinke is here to spoil the party this upcoming Saturday night. Also featuring, as we mentioned, one of the biggest social media stars of all time now. He has set his focus on boxing, and he has taken the boxing world by storm, disrupting the industry. He is calling himself El Gallo de Dorado. We all know him as the problem child, Jake Paul. He will be facing off against his toughest opposition to date, a battle-tested veteran, a hard-hitting come-forward fighter. His ring name is the Rhino, and come Saturday night, you will see exactly why. Ryan Borland will be featured on the card as well this upcoming Saturday night. Don't miss out. Don't get left outside. As I mentioned to Pitufo, El Coliseo va a temblar el sábado por la noche. It is going to be absolutely shaking because it's going to be wall-to-wall boxing fans. Make sure you are one of them. As I mentioned before, if you've never seen a professional boxing bout in person, you are in for a treat. Get your tickets, tiquetera.com. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the open workout. One of our featured bouts is upcoming Saturday night, a world title bout between 2 Boricuas. The reigning world champion, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez, will be facing off against his mandatory, who also holds a title. He holds the WBO interim title. There can only be one champion. And 2 Boricuas going head-to-head right here in Puerto Rico. You know it's going to be a show. I'd like to welcome to the ring. He has a stellar record of 12 victories against only 3 losses. 9 of those victories coming by way of KO. Please welcome Rene Santiago. In the ring, ripped and ready to go. He'll be one half of the All Boricua battle, the WBO world title on the line. He is the current interim world champion. He'll be facing off this Saturday night against the absolute world champion. Both of them hold the belt. There can only be one champion. 2 Boricuas going head-to-head in el Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Rene El Chulo Santiago currently in the ring. And this Saturday night, the WBO Junior Flyweight World Title. Currently in the ring, showcasing his skills, the interim world champion, Rene El Chulo Santiago. One of the great things about these lower weight classes, ladies and gentlemen, they are small, but man, they bring the action. Expect hundreds of punches thrown in this particular combat. As we mentioned, he is the interim champion. He will be facing off against fellow Puerto Rican, fellow world champion, currently the reigning WBO junior flyweight champion, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez will be across the ring from our gentleman inside of the squared circle right now this upcoming Saturday night. It'll be part of our main card. Two Puerto Ricans going toe-to-toe. A world title at stake. Make sure you are part of the action. Get your tickets now. Tiquetera.com or at the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. It is Serrano versus Meinke featuring Jake Paul against Ryan Borland. March 2nd. You can catch it live on the Zone. As we mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, it is the start of one of the most exciting weeks in sports. It is Fight Week. If you've never been part of it, for a world championship bout, you are in for a treat. It is the first of many events set for this week, culminating in Saturday night. The mega card, one of the biggest to hit Puerto Rico in quite some time. They welcome their very own, the pride of Puerto Rico, the real deal, Amanda Serrano. It is a unified world title bout, making history for only the second time. Two women will be facing off 12 3-minute rounds with a unified world title at stake. Here this afternoon, or evening, I should say, we will be featuring some of the top young talents coming up this Saturday night, including the opponent of the gentleman you see in the ring right now. He is the reigning world champion, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez, still to come. One of the first athletes signed by Amanda Serrano. She is her protege. She has fought all over the world, and now being showcased here in her homeland of Puerto Rico. Cristo Rosado still to come. And he is a Hollywood heartthrob turned boxing heavy hitter, making his global debut. The much anticipated professional outing of Javon Wanna Walton. He will also be here this evening, as well as our featured fighters, Nina Meinke, Ryan Borland, social media sensation now taking the boxing world by storm, El Gallo de Dorado, the problem child, Jake Paul. And as we mentioned, the star of the evening, pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world, has accomplished absolutely everything there is to accomplish in this sport. And she is looking to sell out El Coliseo de Puerto Rico this upcoming Saturday night. It is the unified featherweight championship of the world, 12 3-minute rounds, Serrano versus Meinke. Make sure you get your tickets. One of the biggest fight cards to hit the island in quite some time. It is Meinke versus Serrano, featuring Jake Paul versus Ryan Borland. It is this upcoming Saturday night, March 2nd. You can see it live on the Zone. Currently in the ring, we have the WBO interim world champion, Rene El Chulo Santiago. Rene, if I can have a few words with you here for 1 second. You have fought all over the world. You have been in Panama. You have been in, everywhere, basically besides Puerto Rico. How good does it feel to finally be back here fighting the island? Obviamente has peleado en varias partes del mundo, en Centroamérica, República Dominicana. Finalmente llegas a Puerto Rico y en el escenario más grande del año. ¿Qué significa para ti?
Primeramente, como siempre, gracias a Dios, ¿verdad? Que es el que permite todo esto. Orgulloso, agradecido con todos y cada uno, ¿verdad? De lo que han hecho esto posible. Más que contento, súper preparado, emocionado para dar lo que será una gran guerra y batalla este próximo sábado 2 de marzo en el Coliseo de Puerto Rico.
First and foremost, all thanks goes to God. I am extremely happy. I'm more than ready to put on the show this upcoming Saturday night. I'm thankful. I am grateful for everything that has come. And this upcoming Saturday night, I am going to put on the show en el Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Tu rival, Jonathan Gonzalez, obviamente se conocen muy bien. Ambos tienen las fajas, diferentes versiones de la OMB. ¿Qué esperamos esta noche? Un duelo de boricuas dentro del Coliseo. Obviously, you know your opponent, Jonathan Gonzalez, very well. Both of you guys have different versions of the title belt. What can we expect from two Puerto Ricans going toe-to-toe inside the Coliseum this upcoming Saturday night?
Esperemos que, ¿verdad?, esa batalla entre el campeón Jonathan Bomba González y este servidor, campeón mundial interino, cumpla con las expectativas, ¿verdad?, que se han estado anunciando y hablando en estos meses. Y esperemos que ambos, ¿verdad?, adicional a lo que suceda, salgamos con salud, que ambos tenemos familia, pero pueden esperar una guerra de parte de Rene el Chulo Santiago.
First and foremost, obviously we got the champion, Jonathan Gonzalez. You have myself, who is the interim world champion. We hope that first and foremost this lives up to all the hype, lives up to all the expectations that people have, but also we both have families, we both have people to go home to. Hopefully we both come out healthy and happy after the fight. But hopefully you guys go home talking about what a great fight you saw that particular night. Felicidades, toda la suerte esta noche. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning WBO interim world champion, you're going to see him this upcoming Saturday night. A battle of Boricuas against fellow Puerto Rican Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez. It is Rene El Chulo Santiago. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never been to a world title bout in person, do yourself a treat. Get your tickets. You can do so at tiquetera.com. Or you can simply go down to the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. As Santiago just mentioned, El Coliseo va a temblar when you get two Puerto Ricans in the ring. Magic tends to happen. Make sure you witness it live. Or if you're not lucky enough to be here with us on the beautiful island of Puerto Rico, make sure you sign up for The Zone. It is at dazn.com. You can see all the action. Bell to bell, some of the top young talent in Puerto Rico will be showcased on the undercard. We have our world title bout. We have the global debut of Wanna Walton. Also, in our featured co-main event, it is the social media sensation Jake Paul. Disrupting the boxing world, he'll be facing off against his toughest opposition to date. They call the man the Rhino, and when you see him Saturday night, you know exactly why. He is a battle-tested, come-forward opponent. It is Ryan Borland. Let's see what happens that particular night. The last time Jake Paul was in the ring, he conjured up one of the greatest knockouts of the last year. We see what might happen Saturday night. Also, making history this upcoming Saturday, we have Serrano versus Meinke, as we mentioned to you. For only the second time ever, two women, a unified world title bout, 12 3-minute rounds. They are going to go to war. Don't get left outside. Get your tickets now. We continue with our open workout. This is one of the top young talents here in Puerto Rico. She is undefeated. She has fought all over the world. Finally, she showcases her talents here on her home island, and it's going to be a treat because it's El Clásico del Boxeo. For those of you who are not boxing fans, one of the biggest rivalries in the sport. It is Mexico, Puerto Rico. We got two undefeated young ladies going toe-to-toe this upcoming Saturday night, and we welcome right now to the ring one half of that contest. Please welcome the undefeated Cristo Rosado. As we mentioned to you, ladies and gentlemen, Puerto Rico has been a factory of world champions and one of the most exciting young talents that people are talking about. You're seeing her in the ring right now. She is undefeated 2-0. One of those victories coming by way of KO. One of the first athletes to be signed by Amanda Serrano. That's got to be quite a compliment. One of the greatest of all time, taking you under her wing. And as we mentioned, this upcoming Saturday night, she kicks it off in style here in Puerto Rico. It is a classic rivalry. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. In the past years, they have delivered some of the greatest battles of all time. And this upcoming Saturday night, you have the undefeated Crystal Rosado facing off against fellow undefeated Mexican fighter at 5-0, Gloria Munguia. Someone is going to take an L Saturday night. Who will it be? Will it be Mexico? Will it be Puerto Rico? We are expecting another classic. And this young lady looks to deliver a win for her island this upcoming Saturday night. The undefeated Crystal Rosado inside of the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned to you before, this is the kickoff of one of the most exciting weeks in sports. It is Fight Week, the first event of a World Championship weekend this upcoming Saturday night here in Puerto Rico. And if you don't follow the sport closely, one of the main distinctions between men and women's boxing were that the men fought 3-minute rounds and the women were relegated to only fighting 2-minute rounds. Our featured fighter this upcoming Saturday night, Amanda Serrano, she's been one of the pioneers who said, no, we are just as strong, we are just as rugged, we are just as capable. We want to fight the same distance as the men. We want the same challenges. This upcoming Saturday night, 12 3-minute rounds for only the second time in history, a unified world title bout between Serrano and Meinke. And following in her footsteps, you have Crystal Rosado will be doing exactly the same thing. 4 3-minute rounds in a battle that is Mexico versus Puerto Rico, two undefeated young ladies. And someone is going to take an L this Saturday night. Who will it be, the Mexican or the Boricua? Make sure you are there this upcoming Saturday night. El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Bell to bell will be featured on the zone. But there's nothing quite like being part of a world title fight. Witness it live. Get your tickets. Tiquetera.com or at the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. For those of you just joining us here this evening at Distrito T-Mobile, what you're witnessing is our open workout for our world title bouts coming up this Saturday night. A boxing match is not just one evening, it is weeks, it is months of arduous training. You've got the fighters inside of the ring here this evening putting the final touches on their technique, working on every little aspect of their game to make sure they come out victorious this upcoming Saturday night. In the ring right now, you have undefeated phenom from Puerto Rico. She is 2-0. Crystal Rosado will be featured on our main card this upcoming Saturday night. Part of a classic battle, Mexico-Puerto Rico. She makes sure that the Boricua flag flies victoriously this upcoming Saturday night. Make sure you are there as well. Join us Saturday night at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. We're expecting wall-to-wall capacity. Don't get left outside. Make sure you pick up your tickets right now. Tiquetera.com, the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. And if you're not fortunate enough to be here joining us on this beautiful island, make sure you join us live on the Zone. If you're not a member quite yet, go to DAZN.com. If you are a true combat sports fan, the Zone is the place for you. This upcoming Saturday night, we go bell to bell, showcasing every single bout that will be taking place here in Puerto Rico this Saturday night. Make sure you are part of the action one way or another. But nothing quite like live World Championship boxing. Some of the greatest bouts ever to take place in professional boxing have been between Mexico and Puerto Rico. De La Hoya, Trinidad, Chavez, Rosario, among many others. And this upcoming Saturday night, this young lady will be continuing that rivalry. Two undefeated fighters, Gloria Munguia from Mexico, will be facing off against the pride of Puerto Rico. This young lady, one of the most highly touted phenoms in the sport. She is undefeated, and she looks to remain so after the final bell this upcoming Saturday night. It is Crystal Rosado. He'll be one of our featured fighters on the main card this upcoming Saturday night at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Crystal, this upcoming Saturday night, you're going to be one of our featured fighters on the main card of Serrano Meinke. Amanda Serrano saw you, she saw your talent, she said, I want this girl to be part of my team. What does that signify to you? Amanda Serrano te vio a ti y dijo, oye, yo quiero que ella sea parte de mi equipo, vio tu talento. ¿Qué significa eso para ti?
Un honor, un orgullo que la campeona indiscutible se haya fijado en mí y que me quiera parte de su equipo.
It is an honor and a compliment for the undisputed world champion to see me and say, hey, I want her to be part of my team. Como mencionamos, esta noche va a ser México contra Puerto Rico. Obviamente, una tremenda historia en este deporte con esos dos países. ¿Qué significa esa rivalidad para ti? Obviamente eres muy joven para haber visto los grandes combates de los últimos años, pero ¿qué significa esa rivalidad? You know, obviously, Mexico-Puerto Rico has produced some of the greatest fights of all time. You're probably a little bit too young to have witnessed some of those contests, but what does that rivalry mean to you?
Esto va a ser una gran pelea. He entrenado duro para esto. Y pues significa mucho, este es un sueño cumplido y nada, dar lo mejor de mí.
This means a lot to me. This is a dream come true, and I'm absolutely going to give everything there is of me Saturday night. Un mensaje para el público boricua que viene este sábado por la noche a verte en vivo.
Súper agradecida, que van a ver mucho de Cristal Rosado y nada, los espero con ansia ese día.
The boxing phenom, ladies and gentlemen, undefeated at 2-0. She will be showcasing her talent. As we mentioned, it is the rivalry. It is Mexico, Puerto Rico. Crystal, we can have you face off the camera this way. This upcoming Saturday night, she will be in there. Two undefeated fighters. Gloria Munguia of Mexico, the undefeated Crystal Rosado of Puerto Rico. Someone is going to take an L Saturday night. Crystal is going to make sure that the Puerto Rican flag flies proudly and victoriously Saturday night. Make sure you are there live, as we mentioned. It is going to be wall-to-wall boxing fans. If you've never been live, make sure you treat yourself this upcoming Saturday night. If you're fortunate enough to be here on this beautiful island, make sure you join us at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. It is MVPs, Serrano versus Meinke, featuring Jake Paul versus Ryan Borland. It is one of the biggest fights to hit the island in quite some time. Make sure you are there. We still have a select few tickets available. Don't get left outside. Go to tiquetera.com, or you can just go on over to the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico to pick up your tickets and witness the action live. As we mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, one of our featured bouts this upcoming Saturday night will be a world title bout between two Puerto Ricans. Earlier on, you saw the interim world champion Rene Santiago showcasing his skills. Now, you have the reigning world champion. There can only be one. After Saturday night, he wants to make sure he is the one whose hand is raised victoriously. Please welcome, joining us with a record of 27-3-1, 14 KOs, the reigning WBO junior flyweight champion of the world, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez. You see the hardware, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning WBO junior flyweight world champion, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez, currently in the ring. He will be part of an all-Boricua head-to-head world title bout. He will be facing off against the interim world champion. He is the reigning world champion. There can only be one. He is guaranteed to be Boricua. But will it be his challenger? Or will it be the man currently you see in the ring, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez, leaving the ring victoriously? With the hardware still wrapped around his waist, make sure you see it live Saturday night, El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. mentioned before, ladies and gentlemen, the island of Puerto Rico has been known in the sport for being one of the great exporters of top elite boxing talent. Once they hit that worldwide level, they go abroad, they go to Japan, they go to the U.S., they fight in Las Vegas, they fight in New York. And unfortunately, one of the things that happens is they don't fight very often here in Puerto Rico, such is the case with Jonathan Gonzalez. But thankfully, this upcoming Saturday night, he is part of one of the biggest cards to hit the island in quite some time. MVP Serrano versus Meinke, featuring Jake Paul versus Ryan Borland. He puts his WBO world title on the line against the mandatory challenger, the interim world champion, Rene Chulo Santiago, a fellow Boricua. As we mentioned before, when you get two Puerto Ricans in the ring, magic tends to happen. That is what we are expecting this upcoming Saturday night. Gonzalez versus Santiago. On the line, the WBO Junior Flyweight World Championship. There can only be one champion. Find out who it is. Saturday night at el Coliseo de Puerto Rico. This Saturday night, the WBO Junior Flyweight World title will be on the line. In the ring currently, the reigning world champion, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez. The winner is guaranteed to be from the island, but who will it be? Will it be the reigning world champion who you see currently in the ring? Or will it be his challenger, also from Puerto Rico, Rene Santiago? Both of these fighters hold different versions of the belt. One of the great parts about these lower weight classes is what these gentlemen lack in size. They over-deliver in action. Expect punches to be thrown from the opening bell. Anytime you get two Boricuas in the ring, you can expect magic to just happen. Who will be the champion? There can only be one. Will it be the interim champion, Santiago, or the reigning world champion who you currently see in the ring, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez? If you can't be there live, make sure you join us on The Zone. If you currently don't have a subscription, you can head on over to thezone.com. That is DAZN.com. You can witness all the action being transmitted live, bell to bell. Our top young talent being showcased on the undercard. Our preliminary headliner will be Pitufo Diaz from here in Puerto Rico. And then the main card begins. Some of the greatest talent from Puerto Rico facing off against their toughest opposition to date. And then in our co-feature, the social media sensation turned boxing disruptor, El Gallo de Dorado, the problem child. Jake Paul will be facing off against his toughest opposition to date, Ryan Borland. That is our co-main event, and then the star of the evening, the unified featherweight world champion, Puerto Rico's own Amanda the Real Deal Serrano will be facing off against her challenger. Coming all the way from Germany, the highly decorated, highly accomplished Nina Meinke is here to spoil the party. As we mentioned before, it is history. 12 3-minute rounds taking place for only the second time in a unified women's world title. And you can be there live. El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Get your tickets at tiquetera.com or at the box office. Make sure you check it out. Nothing quite like a world championship bout. See it Saturday, see it live. If you're just joining us here this evening at Distrito T-Mobile, we want to welcome you to one of the most exciting weeks in sports. It is Fight Week for a world title bout. Puerto Rico has been the home of some of the best professional boxers in the world. And one of those, you see him in the ring right now. He is the WBO Junior Flyweight World Champion. He'll be defending his title this upcoming Saturday night against the mandatory challenger, Rene Santiago, who currently holds the interim version of the belt, but there can only be one champion. He is guaranteed to be Boricua, but who will it be? Santiago. Will it be Bomba Gonzalez currently in the ring? Make sure you see it live Saturday night. It is MVP Serrano versus Meinke, the unified featherweight world title, featuring Jake Paul against Ryan Borland, his toughest opposition to date. Get your tickets. See it live Saturday night, El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Ripped and ready, Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez ready to go this upcoming Saturday night. He is defending his WBO World Junior Flyweight title against the mandatory challenger, the man who currently holds the interim version of the belt, but there can only be one champion. He will be from Puerto Rico, an all Boricua battle this upcoming Saturday night. You can see the hardware on his shoulder right now. That will be at stake. Part of our main card this upcoming Saturday night. Who will walk away with the belt? It is the WBO Junior Flyweight World title. The challenger, Rene Santiago. The reigning WBO World Champion, La Bomba, Jonathan Gonzalez, will be on our main card this upcoming Saturday night. Make sure you are there. Make sure you see it live. Jonathan, obviamente aquí tienes el cinturón contigo. Hemos hablado con otros boricuas que han estado en este cuadrilátero, que una de las bendiciones de ser campeón mundial, una de las bendiciones de ser unos peleadores elite del deporte, que tienes que pelear fuera de tu país, fuera de tu tierra. Esta es la primera vez que regresas a Puerto Rico en muchos años. ¿Qué significa para ti? We talked with some of the fighters that were here in the ring earlier. That one of the great things about being a great Puerto Rican fighter, being one of those guys that gets to the elite level, is you get to get showcased, but you get showcased in Las Vegas, you get to showcased around the world. What does it feel like to finally be back defending your belt here in Puerto Rico?
Nah, it's a big opportunity for me. It's a big opportunity for my team. I want to thank God, MVP, all the persons that put this together, man. I'm making my third defense of my belt, my WB belt. Thank you to the WBO for considering me as a champion. And now I'm ready. I'm ready to make history because I want to beat Rene so bad that I'm going to come Saturday night in one of my best condition. Thanks to those guys, thanks to Jordan, man, I'm in my best condition.
You know, as we talked about, anytime you get two Puerto Ricans in the ring, you're always going to get some sort of magic. They're always going to deliver. Obviously, there can only be one champion. He's guaranteed to be Boricua. What do you have to do Saturday night to guarantee that that champion is you?
Truly, I thank God for everything. Doesn't matter how many belts have other fighters in my weight class. I truly think in my heart, in my mind, in my skills that I'm the best 108 in the world. It doesn't matter how many belts you have. James Crawford has one belt. He had one belt. He was the best in the world. I think I'm the best 108 pounds in the world in my weight class.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, ripped and ready to go. He has the hardware around his shoulder. On the line this Saturday night, the WBO Junior Flyweight Championship of the World, your reigning world champion, La Bomba, Jonathan Gonzalez. He'll be part of the action this upcoming Saturday night. The interim world champion will be coming to take that strap from him. It is Rene Santiago, also from Puerto Rico. Make sure you witness it live, and you can do so. As we mentioned, El Choliseo va a temblar. That building is going to be shaking because it's going to be ram-packed with Boricuas from floor to ceiling, all there to see some of their favorite fighters, and you can be there as well. Make sure you go to tiquetera.com, get your tickets, or you can go to the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, get your tickets to join us live. And if you can't be here in Puerto Rico, well, that's unfortunate because it's a beautiful island, but you can still see it Saturday night on the Zone. If you're not a subscriber quite yet, go to DAZN.com. Get a membership. If you are a fight fan, that is the place to be. Combat sports from all over the world, including this historic evening, as we mentioned before, the unified featherweight world champion for only the second time in history. Two women will be going 12 3-minute rounds. Puerto Rico Zone. Puerto Rico's favorite child, Amanda, the real deal Serrano, will be putting her belts on the line against the hungry challenger coming to spoil the party all the way from Germany, Nina Meinke, who will be joining us a little bit later on this afternoon right here at Distrito T-Mobile for our open workout. As we mentioned to you before, if you've never been part of Fight Week, it's one of the most exciting weeks in sports. It all culminates Saturday night. If you think today is fun, make sure you join us because you can't not go without witnessing a professional world championship bout live. Do so by getting your tickets. And we continue with our open workout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is one of the most anticipated debuts we have seen in years. He will be making his global debut this upcoming Saturday night. A lot of you may know him from his acting career. He is part of some of the biggest hit shows on HBO, Euphoria. He has starred alongside Zendaya along with many other great actors. This Saturday night, he will be showcasing his boxing talent, making his global debut. Please welcome to the ring the one and only Javon Wanna Walton. One of the most highly anticipated professional debuts will be taking place this upcoming Saturday night. It'll be his coming out party here in Puerto Rico Park on one of the biggest cards to hit the island in years, MVP Serrano versus Meinke, featuring Jake Paul against Ryan Borland, part of the main card, making his global debut. He goes from Hollywood heartthrob to boxing heavy hitter. It is Javon Wanna Walton making his debut this upcoming Saturday night. This Saturday night, he enters the global stage of professional boxing. He is part of the main card. It is MVPs. Serrano versus Meinke, featuring Jake Paul versus his toughest opposition to date. The come forward all-action fighter, they call him the Rhino for a reason, Ryan Borland. In our featured co-main event and part of the main card. You see him right now in the ring. It is Javon Wanna Walton. Ladies and gentlemen, although many of you may know him from his acting career, make no mistake about it, this is a highly accomplished fighter. Listen to his accolades, the youngest ever athlete to sign with Nike's Jordan brand. Is also, at age 8, became one of America's youngest amateur prospects. Through hard skill and work, he became a multi-time junior regional champion and a 2-time Junior Olympic national silver medalist. This upcoming Saturday night, he takes his talents to the global stage as part of our main card here in Puerto Rico, one of the biggest to come to the island in years. It is Javon Wanna Walton currently in the ring, and you can see him live in action against the very rugged Joshua Torres at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Tiquetera.com is the place to buy your tickets online, or just head on over to the Coliseum box office. Tickets are still available. We are expecting a capacity crowd. El Coliseo va a temblar. The Coliseum is going to shake. It's going to be all action Saturday night, and part of it, our featured fighter inside of the ring right now, Javon Wanna Walton. Saturday night is part of one of the biggest cards to hit Puerto Rico in years. MVP Serrano versus Meinke, featuring Jake Paul against Ryan Borland. He takes his talents to the global stage. From Hollywood heartthrob, the boxing heavy hitter, you can witness it Saturday night at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Javon Wanna Walton will be in the ring Saturday night against the rugged Joshua Torres, here to spoil the party. Make sure you witness it. Make sure you do so live. Get your tickets at tiquetera.com, the Coliseo box office, or if you're not fortunate enough to join us here on the beautiful island of Puerto Rico, do so at home on the Zone. That is DAZN.com. Sign up. If you are a combat sports fan, the Zone is the place for you. Join us Saturday night, live from El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, Saturday, March 2nd. Again, ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest cards to hit Puerto Rico in years will be taking place this upcoming Saturday night. And being featured on our main card is this young gentleman we have inside of the ring right now, Javon Walton Walton. Javon, you know, obviously it seems to be a perfect marriage between you and MVP. You're one of the latest signees. You both have so much in common. Both of you have a Hollywood background. Both of you guys are very highly talented fighters. Tell me about that relationship, how it came to be.
Yeah, so my dad knew Nikisa very well for a very long time, and he's one of the founders of MVP. He's kind of been in the fight game, and I wanted to go somewhere that would feel like home right out the gate. You know what I mean? It's hard to find a good team, people you vibe with, and I feel like MVP has the full package as far as marketing. They have some top-level prospect, Hall of Famer Amanda Serrano, absolutely phenomenal fighter. That's big sis right there. And I feel like they just really have the whole package.
It seems to be the perfect blueprint. Are you looking to follow in the same footsteps that Jake has taken?
You know, I want to do me, and I'm going to go at my own pace in this boxing game, but the goal for me is a big world championship in my name in the future.
Now, come Saturday night, obviously one of the biggest shows that hit Puerto Rico in quite some time. Have you visualized that moment when the bell rings? What does that moment look like for you?
That moment looks like super calm for me. You know, when you're in the ring, it's best to stay completely calm. And this is the best shape of my life, best I've ever felt, and I think the fight's going to go exactly the way I want it to.
Now, there's a group of young ladies walking around here, Distrito T-Mobile, who got here really early just to see you. Any special message you want to say to those ladies who came out to see you?
Yeah, for whoever came out to see me, thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody here. Thank you guys, and I really love all the love, so thank you.
Making his global debut this upcoming Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, Javon Wanna Walton. Make sure you are there live. As we mentioned to you before, we're expecting a capacity crowd. It is going to be wall-to-wall. Boricua boxing fans, make sure you are not left outside. Tiquetera.com is the site. You can go there now, get your tickets, or you can get them at the box office at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. And as we mentioned, one of the biggest cards to hit Puerto Rico in years. It is the Unified Featherweight Championship, making history for only the second time ever. You got two women going for a unified world title, 12 3-minute rounds, Serrano versus Meinke, and also featuring the social media sensation turned boxing disruptor Jake Paul against his toughest opposition to date, the Rhino. Named so for his charge, come forward, all action style. Make sure you witness it this upcoming Saturday night at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. As we mentioned, tickets are still available. Still to come, we had the aforementioned Jake Paul, as we mentioned, a social media sensation. 26 million followers on Instagram, can't be wrong. And also the star of the evening, the pride of Puerto Rico, the real deal, Amanda Serrano, will be defending her world titles this upcoming Saturday night, and doing so against the woman who is coming to us all the way from Germany. She is here to spoil the party. The highly accomplished, highly talented, they call her the brave, Nina Meinke to the ring. Currently in the ring, one half of a historic bout this upcoming Saturday night taking place here in Puerto Rico. It is MVP Serrano versus Meinke. For only the second time ever, a unified world title women's bout set for 12 3-minute rounds. Coming to us all the way from Germany here to spoil the party, it is Nina the Brave Meinke. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the start of one of the most exciting weeks in professional sports. It is Fight Week, a world title bout this upcoming Saturday night. It is Serrano versus the young lady you see in the ring right now, Nina the Brave Meinke. She is the IBF mandatory challenger among her accolades. The WBA Gold World Title Featherweight title. Also the IBF Intercontinental Featherweight Championship at this upcoming Saturday night. She adds another first to her resume, the first German fighter to fight 12 3-minute rounds in a world title bout. And she is also here to try and take back all the belts back to Germany. Please welcome to the ring, Nina the Brave Meinke. If you're new to the sport of boxing, one of the main distinctions between men's and women's boxing is that the men fought 3-minute rounds. The women fought rounds lasting only 2 minutes. Amanda Serrano, along with Nina Meinke, are some of the pioneers who said, we want equality. We are capable. We are good enough to fight the full 3-minute rounds. And this upcoming Saturday night, you're going to witness history for only the second time ever. A unified world title bout. 2 women going 12 3-minute rounds. On the line, the unified world titles. The reigning champion, the pride of Puerto Rico, Amanda the Real Deal Serrano. And the IBF mandatory challenger in the ring right now, showcasing her skills. She is ripped, ready to go for Saturday night, Nina the Brave Meinke. We are kicking off Fight Week, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most exciting weeks in sports, culminating in Saturday night. It is the world title bout, MVP Serrano versus Meinke, and still to come. As a matter of fact, coming up next, he is a social media sensation turned boxing disruptor. On the way, Jake, the problem child Paul, still to come here in tonight's open workout. Ladies and gentlemen, come Saturday night should be one half of a historic bout. The unified world title on the line. You know, your ring name is The Brave. When they told you you're going to be fighting one of the best fighters in the world, you're going to be fighting her in Puerto Rico, was there ever a moment of hesitation between you saying, yes, I'll take that fight?
No, straight away I thought, this is what I want. And I'm so happy to be here. This is amazing. Puerto Rico is great. Everyone is, God, this is a great atmosphere, and I'm happy to be here.
Now, you guys have a common opponent in Katie Taylor. Was there something that you saw in her fight with Katie that you think you can possibly utilize this upcoming Saturday night?
It's not just about Katie Taylor fight. I mean, you analyze your opponents, and obviously there's bits that you see, good and bad things, and so, yeah, that's what we prepared for.
As we mentioned, this upcoming Saturday night, not only is a world title at hand, but you guys are going to be part of history. For only the second time only, 12 3-minute rounds. What does that signify to you?
I'm absolutely proud to be part of this movement, and I've got so much respect for Amanda for going this way. You know, she started it all, and I'm very proud and happy to be part of it. And for me, there's no question when they said the fight shall be 12 3-minute rounds. I thought, yes, I'm with it, because Amanda showed everyone it's not just talking, she did it. And yes, so now we're here.
As I was entering you, I said, here to spoil the party, and I looked over at your face, and you had a big smile on your face. Is that what you're exactly here to do, is spoil the party this upcoming Saturday night?
I'm just full of luck and happiness and everything, you know, and I hope that at the end of the fight I will be the winner and the smiling, but I think this will be an absolutely great fight. And me and Amanda, we will show the world what women are capable of.
Ladies and gentlemen, one half of a historic main event, all the way from Germany. A round of applause for Nina the Brave Meinke. As we mentioned to you before, if you're just joining us here at Distrito T-Mobile, this is the start of one of the most exciting weeks in professional sports. It is Fight Week, culminating this Saturday night. As we mentioned, Meinke Serrano, the unified featherweight world title, is on the way, and you can be a part of it. Make sure you join us. Get your tickets at tiquetera.com, because El Choliseo de Puerto Rico, as we like to say, va a temblar, is going to absolutely shake. It's going to be jam-packed, floor to the ceiling. Make sure you are one of the ones who are there. Nothing like professional boxing live. Make sure you experience it. Tiquetera.com or at the box office. Get your tickets. And ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned, a long, arduous process. This is just one part of becoming a top elite pro boxer. What you're witnessing here tonight are the final touches. This has been weeks and weeks of training, weeks of sacrifices, weeks of being away from your friends and family. And this Saturday night, all of that will be unleashed inside of the ring. From bell to bell, it will all be live on the zone. If you're not fortunate enough to join us here in Puerto Rico, make sure you sign up. Go to DAZN.com to get your subscription to the zone. If you are a combat sports fan, that is the place you need to be. Combat sports from all over the world, and as a matter of fact, the biggest fight card to hit Puerto Rico will be there live on the zone. Make sure you get your subscription. Make sure you are there. Some of the top young talents in Puerto Rico, as you saw earlier, Crystal Rosado, undefeated. They continue the rivalry. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. She'll be facing off against fellow undefeated fighter from Mexico, Gloria Munguia. Fighting for the first time in over 8 years here in Puerto Rico. Part of our featured crowd, actually our featured card. Early on, the crowd can witness Christopher El Pitufo Diaz and one of the most exciting bouts of the night. It is a battle of two Boricuas. The WBO Junior Flyweight World title is on the line. The winner is guaranteed to be from Puerto Rico. But who will it be? Will it be the interim world champion, Rene Chulo Santiago, or the reigning world champion, Jonathan El Bomba Gonzalez? Make sure you are there to check it out. As we mentioned, our main event will be Serrano versus Meinke for the first time here in Puerto Rico, and for only the second time ever. Two women will be fighting for a unified title. 12 3-minute rounds. Make sure you witness history live. Make sure you are in the building come Saturday night, because it is going to be a historic evening. It is Fight Week, ladies and gentlemen. And as we mentioned to you before, one of the featured bouts this upcoming Saturday night will be a gentleman who not only is a huge social media sensation, 26 million Instagram followers, can't be wrong, but this upcoming Saturday night he will be facing off against his toughest opposition to date. He is fighting a gentleman by the name of Ryan the Rhino Borland. There is a reason why they call him the Rhino. He comes forward. He is all action. He is determined, and he is here to spoil the party this upcoming Saturday night. His last performances have produced some of the most viral moments in the last few years on social media. Viral knockouts. Some great fans in the stands as far as some of the top celebrities in the world come to check out Jake Paul fight. Make sure you do the same if you're here in Puerto Rico. Make sure you join us Saturday night at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. It is all being brought to you by MVP. It is Serrano versus Meinke, also featuring Jake Paul versus Ryan Borland, and proudly sponsored by PR District Authority, Junte Boricua, PR Tourism Company, OnlyFans, Home Power Sun Energy, and Celsius Live Fit Essential Energy. It is fight week, and as we mentioned to you before, if this is your first time ever being part of a fight week here live in person, make sure you join us this upcoming Saturday night. And without further ado, as we mentioned, this gentleman is disrupting the world of boxing. He has really taken to his adoptive homeland of Puerto Rico. He is known as El Gallo de Dorado, and we know him as the Problem Child. Please welcome Jake Paul. This Saturday night, he'll be featured in our co-main event, taking the next step in his professional boxing career, facing his toughest opposition to date. Across the ring Saturday night, a gentleman they call the Rhino. Why? He has come forward, all action, a relentless action fighter by the name of Ryan Borland. What will be the result? Will it be another viral KO? It is El Gallo de Dorado, the Problem Child. Jake Paul in the ring tonight is the kickoff of Fight Week. World Championship bout this upcoming Saturday night at El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, and El Coliseo va a temblar. The place is going to shake. Floor to ceiling, we're going to have boxing fans that night. And our co-featured main event in the ring right now, the Problem Child, El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul. The last time we saw him in the ring, he delivered a viral, picture-perfect uppercut knockout against the highly touted Andre August. What will be the next viral moment that gets delivered Saturday night? Make sure you witness it live It is MVP Serrano versus Meinke, a historic unified featherweight championship. And on the co-feature, the social media sensation turned boxing disruptor taking the next step in his pro career, facing off against his toughest opposition to date. The Rhino will be across the ring from him, but he's got a problem. The problem child will be coming for his head Saturday night. El Choliseo de Puerto Rico. Make sure you get your tickets. Tiquetera.com, as well as the box office at the Coliseo de Puerto Rico. We are expecting a capacity crowd. Make sure you are part of the action. In only 4 years in the sport, this man has come into boxing and turned the world on its ear. Listen to the name on this man's resume: Nate Diaz, UFC World Champion Tyron Woodley, ESPN Ringside's 2021 Knockout of the Year, Sports Illustrated's 2021 Breakout Boxer of the Year, ESPN Ringside's 2022 Viral Moment of the Year. What will be the next thing he brings to the ring this upcoming Saturday night? El Choliseo de Puerto Rico. The Rhino, Ryan Borland, will be on the other side of the ring, and coming for him will be El Gallo de Dorado, the problem child, Jake Paul. It's upcoming Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest cards to hit the island of Puerto Rico. Our main event, a historic bout, the Unified Featherweight World Championship, 12 3-minute rounds, Serrano versus Meinke. And on the undercard, our co-featured bout of the evening, the social media sensation turned boxing disruptor in his toughest bout to date, the problem child, Jake Paul. Now, Jake, tremendous workout you just showcased for us. Tell me, what went into the process of not only bringing a massive fight card to Puerto Rico, but also bringing Amanda Serrano back? Obviously, there's been quite a relationship between you and the island. What does that signify to you?
Puerto Rico! Hey, I love it here. It's only right that we do a fight here. And the Queen herself had to sell out, show out, the biggest boxing event in Puerto Rican history, highest gate, most ticket sales. And I'm so happy to be doing it with Wanna, Amanda. It's going to be an amazing night.
Now, every time you step into the ring, people keep asking more and more of you. They want you to say, we want him to fight bigger names. We want him to fight bigger opposition. Obviously, the opponents keep getting tougher, but also the skills keep getting sharper. What have you been working on in the gym with these guys that we see here in the ring with you?
Everything, learning the whole game of boxing, angles, lots of footwork, and perfecting every little punch with the form, following through, and just improving my strength and conditioning. Lots of core work this camp. So I'm feeling stronger than ever, and you know, hopefully we have a tough fight. I wanna go hard for the fans. I wanna get a knockout, and you best believe I'm gonna work for it. But hopefully Ryan Borland comes hard and acts like a rhino, charges in, and makes it a fight.
Now, speaking of knockouts, the last time we saw you in the ring, a picture-perfect uppercut knockout that went absolutely viral. What viral moment can we expect from this bout Saturday night?
You're going to see another highlight reel KO. That's what I am, a KO artist. I set my opponents up for an opening without them expecting it, and I believe I'm one of the most powerful punchers in this whole entire sport. So I promise you, I, Jake Joseph Paul, will knock out, defeat, and embarrass Ryan Borland in less than 2 rounds. Manifest it, feel it, it's going to happen.
Now, the last time you said 1 round, you delivered. This time you're saying 2 rounds. Obviously, you have this career of yours planned out perfectly. There is no mistakes happening in the career of Jake Paul. You've planned it out. You've got a blueprint ready for you. Once you get past Ryan Borland, once you get that 2nd round knockout, what's next? What can we expect from you?
I'm just focused on Saturday night. You know, it's been a long year, 4 fights back to back, and I'm just gonna go in there, knock this guy out, and then see what happens after that. But we got a big year ahead in terms of business. Download better, stop playing, drink Celsius, and I'm gonna just keep working hard inside and outside the ring.
Now, for any doubters that still remain, what message do you have for them, and tell them to tune in this Saturday night?
Yeah, look, if you doubt me, at least give me the opportunity to prove myself. As humans, if you doubt someone or don't believe in somebody, why are you just going to stop them or not pay attention to them? Let me prove myself. I understand I have a long way to go. I understand I talk a lot of shit and have a big mouth, but I'm continuing to back it up, and Saturday is going to be no different. My most experienced opponent yet, 17 wins, the most knockouts out of anyone I've fought. So you can say what you want, and obviously he kind of looks like a rhino. He's kind of fat, but, like, he know how to fight. So don't underestimate him, and I'm not going to, and Saturday I'm going to knock him the fuck out.
Now, it was an absolutely, not only a very smart move, but a very respectful move. You're obviously a mega star, but when the fight came to Puerto Rico, there was no doubt that Amanda Serrano was going to be the main event. Is that correct?
Yeah, 100%. She had to be the main event, and I'm excited to win and then go sit in the stands and be Amanda Serrano's biggest fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, this upcoming Saturday night, one of the biggest cards to hit Puerto Rico. It is MVPs. Serrano versus Meinke, our co-feature bout. You just saw him leave the ring. He is facing his toughest opposition to date, as he mentioned. The Rhino. The Rhino is no joke. He comes forward. He is rugged. He is all action. He has promised a 2nd round knockout. And the last time we saw him in the ring, he said 1. He delivered a picture-perfect uppercut, a moment that went viral all the way across social media. That's why he is the social media king. 26 million Instagram followers, can't be wrong. But in our main event, it will be a historic bout. For the first time ever, 12 3-minute rounds, a unified featherweight championship. It is Serrano versus Meinke. If you're new to boxing, one of the main distinctions between men's bouts and women's bouts where the men fought 3 minutes, women only fought 2. Amanda Serrano is one of the pioneers. She says, no, we want equality. We want to show that we can do this, and that's exactly why she demanded full 3-minute rounds, and you're going to witness that this upcoming Saturday night. Make sure you are there, a historic bout. If you don't have your tickets quite yet, tiquetera.com online. You can get them right now as you stand on your phone, or you can go on down to the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico. And as we said, El Choliseo va a temblar. It is going to shake. It is going to be floor to ceiling Boricua boxing fans. And the main reason will be this lady that's coming up right now. She is one of the most accomplished fighters in history. She is the pride of Puerto Rico. She will be in our main event this Saturday night. Please welcome the real deal, Amanda Serrano. Headlining our main event this Saturday night, a historic bout defending her IBF, her WBO, WBA, IBO, and Ring Magazine featherweight world titles. A historic unified bout, 12 3-minute rounds. She is the pride of Puerto Rico, the one and only Amanda the Real Deal Serrano. Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to witness history for only the second time ever. A unified featherweight women's world title, 12 3-minute rounds. The star of the evening in the ring with us here, the real deal, Amanda Serrano. Now, Amanda, the last time we were here in Puerto Rico, you had a flawless performance, one of the most beautiful body shots I've ever seen. But unfortunately, it was during COVID. The public wasn't allowed. This upcoming Saturday night, El Choliseo del Puerto Rico. It's going to be a full house. What a setting. How excited are you?
I am super excited. I love fighting in front of my people. You know, they give me the energy. I was throwing those punches nonstop, and they're screaming for me, and it just kept me to keep throwing more and more and more. You know, I know I'm coming to fight. I'm coming to fight every second, every minute of every round. And Nina is going to come and do the same.
Now, I was listening to some of the songs that were playing along. Every time I heard Carolina, every time I heard Bayamon, something about you just lit up. What does it mean for you to represent Puerto Rico on the worldwide scale?
I am super proud to be a boricua. Yo soy super orgullosa para ser una boricua de corazón. We're a small island, but a fighting island. And all our fighters fight with all our heart and soul. And just that gives me the extra will and the extra power to go out there and make them proud. And that's what I'm going to do Saturday night.
Now, Saturday night, obviously, we have one of the biggest stars in the world in Jake Paul. He promotes MVP. He's the co-feature. You're the main event. What a tremendous sign of respect for you.
100%, but that's just Jake Paul. Not so many people know the true Jake Paul, and that's what he is. He's a true man. I even told him, I said, listen, I love fighting as your co-main event. I get to do my thing and then sit down and watch you fight. And he said, no, you deserve this. You're the queen of Puerto Rico. I'm giving you your flowers, and that's what he did.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time, and make no mistake about it, Boricua to the bone, ladies and gentlemen. The real deal, Amanda Serrano. This Saturday night, she'll be facing off against the rugged Nina the Brave Meinke. It is history in the making for only the second time ever. Unified featherweight world champion, also featuring Jake Paul against his toughest opposition to date, the Rhino, Ryan Borland. Make sure you are part of it. We're going to recap the entire card for you now. Check it out on the big screen. Get your tickets, tiquetera.com, or at the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, porque el Coliseo va a temblar, is going to shake. Floor to roof, Boricuas. Make sure you join us for the prelims, our featured prelim. One of the favorite fighters here in Puerto Rico, we have Christopher El Pitufo Diaz. He has gone worldwide, made quite a name for himself on the global boxing scale, and he returns for the first time in many years to Puerto Rico this upcoming Saturday night. Also on the main card, we've got some of the top young prospects, the phenom from Puerto Rico, Cristo Rosado. We got the Hollywood heartthrob turned boxing heavy hitter, Wanna Walton, and also a battle of Boricuas. Jonathan Bomba Gonzalez facing off against his opposition, Santiago, El Chulo Santiago. There will be a Boricua champion that night, but which one of these two will it be? There can only be one champ. And on our featured co-main event, his toughest opposition to date, El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul facing off against the Rhino, Ryan Borland. And in our main event, as we mentioned, history in the making, the one and only, the real deal, Amanda Serrano against the opponent who is here to spoil the party, Nina the Brave Meinke. If you're still wondering whether you should join us, like I said, nothing like live World Championship boxing. Get your tickets, tiquetera.com. Go to the box office of El Coliseo de Puerto Rico, or if you're not fortunate enough to be here on the beautiful island, make sure you join us on the zone. If you're not a subscriber quite yet, go to dazn.com. It is Saturday night, history in the making. MVPs, Serrano versus Meinke, Jake Paul versus Ryan Borland. It's all being brought to you by PR District Authority, Junte Boricua, PR Tourism Company, OnlyFans, Home Power, Sun Energy, and of course, Celsius Live Fit Essential Energy. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you Saturday night. It is history in the making. El Coliseo de Puerto Rico is gonna rock. We will see you there. Thank you.
The biggest boxing event to ever take place in Puerto Rico is a massive, historic main event. 12 3-minute rounds.
She's the queen of the island.
The real deal, Amanda Serrano.
There's no backing down.
He is looking to make a statement.
The problem child.
El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
Should be the biggest event in Puerto Rican boxing history, and it's going to be a night to remember.